Welcome guys to my Minnesota Vikings 2024 review. Now going into the season, we also had the whole thing with Kirk Cousins getting traded, where the Falcons got the blimp truck and actually got the truck and gave Kirk Cousins a shit ton of money for 3 years, and he went to Atlanta and obviously during the 2024 draft, the Vikings needed a franchise quarterback, needed a quarterback that was going to take the Vikings to that next level, that was going to, again, Kirk Cousins did a decent job in Minnesota, but let's be honest, he wasn't going to win a championship with Kirk Cousins anyway. So anyway, they had to find themselves the next guy that's going to take this Vikings organization, especially with Kevin O'Connell, who's been there 2 or 3 seasons now, and take this team to the next level. And they drafted J.J. McCarthy, but unfortunately J.J. got injured in the preseason, and you're thinking, oh, what the fuck do we do now? The guy that we drafted, that we thought that should have been the guy for the future, is now injured for the year in his rookie year. So what do we do now? Ultimately, they get Sam Darnold in, and obviously Sam Darnold has had a questionable couple of years in the NFL, been here and there to a couple of teams that haven't really worked out. So, it was a real kind of eye opener, and like, really, do you want to go for Sam Darnold for a year? Why J.J. McCarthy gets healthy? But Sam Darnold, and again, it's credit to really the environment that Sam Darnold's been in, the coaching staff he's been around, with Wes Phillips being the offensive coordinator over in Minnesota and Kevin O'Connell being the head coach, that they got the best out of Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold actually reached a playoff game for the first time in his career, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Sam Darnold had Sam Darnold's last season was definitely going to be a contender for an MVP. It was definitely going to be an MVP contender last year. He got 4,319 passing yards, which was one of his best really runs of his career. Gained over 4,000 passing yards in his career. They have Justin Jefferson, who again have over 1,000 receiving yards. You had Aaron Jones, who had over 1,000 rushing yards. Aaron Jones had over 1,000 rushing yards, and Justin Jefferson had over 1,000 receiving yards. They was fifth in points against. Passing yards, they were 6 out of 32. Rushing yards, 19th out of 32. Points for 9th out of 32. A couple of real other losses that they had before the season, like I said, Kirk Cousins left to go to the Falcons for 3 years. Jordan Hicks left. Marcus Davenport left. KJ Osborne left. And also the additions that they added. They got running back Aaron Jones, who I just mentioned, and Sam Darnold that came in, had a great year. And ultimately they lost at the wild card round to the Rams 9-27. So again, not a bad year. They was 14-3. That was the best season they've had in the regular season. I mean, they had 14 wins in the regular season for the first time since like 1998, something like that. So it was a really good regular season, but again, goes to the wild card again, they lose to the Lions first to get that number 1 seed between us and the Lions. They lose to the Lions to get that number 1 overall seed, so they got to go through the Rams. Lose to the Rams 9-27, and really, for the Vikings, it was more. They kind of ran out of steam. Again, Sam Darnold was like, "Oh, I could have got myself a fucking contract here," but the needs going into 2025, they have to really. J.J. McCarthy's going to be back for 2025. They're not going to have Sam Darnold this year, so they're going to have to protect J.J. McCarthy. This is going to be his technically his rookie year now. You know, it's his second year overall. But this is going to be J.J. McCarthy's year. No more Sam Darnold. That was just a stopgap till J.J. McCarthy got injured. J.J. McCarthy's healthy and fit now and ready to go for 2025. So they really need to protect their young quarterback, see what they have in J.J. McCarthy. But really, if you're the Vikings, you're looking at the defensive side of the ball, is really the concern here. They need a defensive line, a cornerback, a safety, especially that second interior on that defensive side of the ball he's working on. An interior linebacker, another running back to compete with Aaron Jones. I think, in my opinion, you can get another running back. You can find a running back in this draft, I guess, or in free agency. And then you're looking at an edge and then an offensive tackle to help J.J. McCarthy. But overall, not too much really needs to be done to this Vikings team. You still have Justin Jefferson. As long as you don't trade him or whatever, you have Justin Jefferson. You have Aaron Jones. You have Jordan Addison. You have a good kind of offensive core right there. I think defensively is really the weakness of on the side of the Vikings that they need to address. But yeah, just the defensive side of the ball they need to work on. But protecting J.J. McCarthy is the most important thing for 2025, and make sure that you have the guys around them and make sure you can make a championship game in 2025. That has to be the goal. Is to make sure that you have the guy at quarterback. You have the 4 starters to protect him, and you have some more additions on that defense and some more on the offense side of the ball. But overall, could have been a better season in my opinion for the Vikings. Really second in the NFC North and losing to a okay Rams team. Rams wasn't that good this year, but yeah, could have been a lot better I think in the postseason. But leave your guys' thoughts on the Vikings in the comments.